Welcome back to another inspiring episode of Everyday People to Entrepreneurs, where we highlight ordinary individuals doing extraordinary things in business. I'm your host, Hope, and today's guest is a living proof that determination and faith can turn into opportunity and ownership. She's a young powerhouse who went from ambition to action, now running her very own Steak and Shake franchise. We're diving into her journey, her challenges, and the lessons she's learned about building success from the ground up. So grab your notebook because this one's going to feed your hunger for entrepreneurship and motivation. So welcome to Everyday People to Entrepreneurs. We have the guest joining us by the name of Miss Alisson Lewis. I'm so happy to have you here as a guest. You are a franchise owner of Steak and Shake. What inspired you to be a owner of Steak and Shake?
You know, I love these types of questions.
Yeah.
Because I call my journey an adventurous roller coaster.
Oh, I'm ready.
It was never in my dreams.
Wow.
To ever become franchise anything.
Okay.
My mother had a poster. I'm a storyteller.
Tell the story.
My mother, growing up, had a poster in my room, and it said, "Little girls with dreams becomes woman with vision."
Absolutely.
And for years, I never knew what that meant.
Okay.
I didn't know what that meant till I was about 25.
Okay.
It's crazy, right?
Okay.
And I always dreamed. Mm-hmm. I started out in the arts as a theater major, right at Harrison School for the Performing Arts.
Absolutely.
Then I went to Howard University.
Okay.
I was a theater major there.
Wow.
And nobody could have told me that I was not going to be this actress.
Oh.
And then I got into theatrical producing because there aren't many African-American women.
Yes.
And African-Americans, period, that is producing on Broadway. Matter of fact, there is only 2 currently.
Okay.
And I left Howard, went to Virginia State University.
Okay.
Graduated from there, ended up in law school.
Wow.
Graduated from law school, which is how we know a mutual friend, a lady who represents,
Yes.
we're going to name her nameless, but
yes.
you know who I'm speaking
Absolutely.
about.
Absolutely.
Very nice lady. Very nice lady.
Very nice
Very
lady.
intelligent, too.
Absolutely.
And after I left her law firm, I said, I don't want to do this anymore. And so I started working with the government.
Okay.
Up under an administration.
Okay.
And I left that.
Okay.
And then I ended up owning a franchise. That's how I got into franchising.
So what
It just popped out of the blue. Yeah, go ahead.
So did the opportunity just present itself, or?
Well, someone that I knew was involved with the franchise.
Okay.
I will name that franchise nameless as well. If you know, you know. If you know what I used to own, you know what I used to own, but I will not give them any publicity today.
Okay.
And it just didn't work out.
Okay.
It just didn't work out. And so I went into education for 5 years.
Okay.
Went in the teacher, admin, all that good stuff. But what I'm coming back to is this.
Okay.
Try again. I encourage somebody to try again. And just because my first experience with franchising did not work out, that didn't mean that it wasn't supposed to be. It was try again. And then this opportunity with Steak and Shake presented itself, and I took it. And many people may say, well, how did you get the funding? How did you do this?
That was my next question.
It's simple, ma'am. Save your money, and one day your money will save you.
Ooh, I love
Someone
that.
told me I call her old lady. I'll give her. Can I drop her name?
Absolutely.
Sonia Mixon.
Okay.
Sonia Mixon one day told me. She said, "Little lady, save your money, and one day your money will save you."
I love it.
And it will enable you to do what you want to do. And then she told me this. She said, success is succeeding where you failed.
Ooh.
She said, go back and try it again.
Go back and try
Success
it again.
is succeeding where you failed.
Success is succeeding where you failed.
And here I am. So I'll tell you, I invested, set up my money when I was in the school board a certain way.
Okay.
To 401k. I don't care. I'll tell you my story.
Okay.
401k.
401k.
And I withdrew my money out the 401k because, as we know, with what's going on in America now, you better get your money. Better invest it differently.
Absolutely.
Because that money may not be there. Hello.
Absolutely.
And I invested into what I'm doing now.
Okay.
You know, I didn't come from a poor family.
Okay.
But I didn't come from a millionaire family.
Okay.
I came from a middle class family who my mother was an educator, my dad was a car salesman. They took care of my brother and I, took care of their responsibilities. They were excellent parents.
Oh my, great.
Wonderful parents.
Great.
Arthur Lee Lewis and Chiquita Vi Childs Lewis, amazing parents.
Amazing parents.
Took care of their responsibility. As my mother always said, you don't get your education, well, you know where you're going to end up. Get your education, you'll make it far in life.
You'll make it far in life.
But yeah, that is how it all came about. I call my life. I'm 32 years old. I've done a lot.
Yes.
It's an adventurous roller coaster ride. I failed a lot.
Yes.
I cried a lot.
Absolutely. It goes with the journey. It goes with the journey.
I've gone to therapy.
Yes.
I did it all.
Okay.
But one thing I never did was stop.
Because giving up is not an option.
I never stop.
Never
My
stop.
motto is always dream big.
Always dream
Because
big.
dreams do come true if you work hard and you work at them.
Absolutely.
You know, develop good habits.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
One thing about habits is this. My father told me, he said, addictions and bad habits lead to two things: broken, embarrassed.
Ooh, broken, embarrassed. I like that.
Develop good habits.
Absolutely.
And you know, some bad habits that we have, we may see them as bad, others may see them, but in reality, it's what we were taught to survive.
Yes.
And sometimes those survival tactics,
Yes. Tendencies.
Absolutely, are really bad habits. But in
Yes.
reality, you did it because you needed to survive.
Yes.
I don't know, you know. But develop good habits. Develop good habits.
Absolutely. I think that is great advice to
Yeah.
develop great habits because one thing about it, I always say, if you do things right the first time, you never have to revisit them.
True.
And you never have to worry about it, the situation itself, because
Tis true.
you've done it right the first time. You don't have to worry about it. You let it go. And you let God.
Correct.
You let God do the rest.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so I always say, developing good habits reflects on having good character.
Absolutely.
And good
Absolutely.
character takes you a long way.
Yes, it
because when
does.
people can trust you, you develop good relationships with people. And we all know how good relationships could influence your next decision, your next network, your next big thing.
Absolutely.
You just never know who you may need. And we all need each other.
Absolutely.
At some point in time.
Yeah, that's how the world goes around and round.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So, you're dropping so many good nuggets. Oh, my God.
Yes, ma'am.
So many good nuggets. So, you went from Harrison School of Arts to major in law, and then you owned a franchise or a company, and now you're owner of Steak and Shake. Your roller coaster ride.
Yeah, I'm a roller coaster ride.
But
really.
guess what? We all have a roller coaster ride. And this is just evidence for people to understand and know that just because it don't work out the way you planned it initially doesn't mean that it can't work out if they continue having good character, developing good habits, work hard, sacrifice, discipline. All those things will trailblaze you forward to doing something successful.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think that's the remedy. How that sound?
Slow and you know, a principal once said when I taught at Evans High School in Orlando, Florida, 4949 Silver Star Road.
Okay.
I love that school.
Okay.
And the principal, Kenya Nelson Moore, always said to me, slow and steady wins the race. She said,
So many good nuggets.
In the slowness,
Ooh.
the slowness are your lessons.
You develop. You are being developed.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, and she say, learn to appreciate the slowness.
Oh, my God.
Because sometimes we get some places too fast and you get embarrassed.
Oh.
Because you don't know.
You don't know.
You haven't been developed to get there.
Absolutely.
You're in a room prematurely.
Prematurely. Oh, my God. You are dropping so many great nuggets.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So listen, let's pivot to this.
Sure.
Okay, so now you're the owner of the Steak and Shake,
Yep.
right?
Franchise partner designated. Yep.
Okay,
Sure.
franchise partner designated.
Yep.
Okay, so now, what strategies are you implementing as far as staffing, as far as employees? How is that working?
You know what? It goes back to the basic.
Okay.
Treat people
Ooh.
the way you want to be treated. If I know
Long ways goes a long way.
that I don't like people talking to me any kind of way,
Yes, you want people to be respectful.
then I'm not going to talk to you any kind of way.
Absolutely.
Me personally, and
Yes.
I like to be addressed. If you don't know me on that level,
Yes.
do not call me, do not address me just by my first name.
Oh, okay.
Right? In a
Right.
professional setting.
In a professional
like this setting, sure, I don't mind you calling me
Okay.
Allison.
Yes.
Right? But in a professional setting,
setting.
I'm not going to walk in the room and say, "What's up, Hope?"
No, you're
No,
not.
ma'am.
That's
no,
not
ma'am.
appropriate.
That's not appropriate.
No.
So and most people say, "Oh, this is just the burger joint." I'm gonna just go ahead and drop this nugget for those who are listening. I'm not throwing any shade on the educators. It's just going to show you where America is right now.
Okay.
Though people that's working in the burger joint are making the same amount of money as educators.
Yes.
It's no shame to educators. It's a shame to America.
It is.
And so I'm going back to say this. Just because it's a burger joint,
Yes.
that still doesn't mean you don't carry the same, you don't have the same decorum. That still doesn't
Absolutely.
mean you don't carry the same professionalism. So
Does
I
not mean it.
address all my employees by Mr. Thus and so, Miss Thus and so.
Yes.
We just act that way. And one thing I love about Steak and Shake is that there is a set uniform for each station you work. Like our fountain station, known as the Shake Station, you have to dress a certain way.
Okay.
Our grill master, that when time you walk in, you see the grill cook there.
Yes.
They have to dress a certain way. I love it because it allows you some I know the high schools and the young people that come there, it's their first job or whatever, but
Yes.
it teaches them
Yes.
that I don't care what setting you go in, there are rules, regulations, and certain things, guidelines,
Yes.
certain ways you have to dress,
Absolutely.
certain protocols.
Dress attire.
And so that is something that I implement in my business, right?
Yes, it's teaching them structure and teaching them what's appropriate and inappropriate, right?
Yes, it may be a burger joint, but we're going to run this like a professional environment that it really is.
That's exactly what it is.
Right.
And I commend you.
Yes, ma'am.
I commend you for carrying on those principles and morals that you've had before you've come to this point and implementing it here, because this is the thing. Nothing is small.
No.
Nothing is small.
Right.
And it's a huge, big thing for you to be an owner at 32 years of age, owning your own company. That's a big deal. That's not a small deal. So we're not going to treat it as such.
Right.
We're going to treat it as it's a big deal.
Right.
And so we want to be able to inspire young people to let them know that, sometimes your blueprint is not God's blueprint, because I think it's pretty much that's the way it is. Yeah. Because sometimes we have plans for ourselves, but it might not be the plans for God for us. And so that's why we go from this place to this place to get us where He wants us to be.
Right.
Yeah. So I firmly believe that. And so So is there any type of strategies you're implementing at Steak and Shake? I don't know if you did any research before you actually owned that specific location, but is there any strategies you're implementing to make it better or to make it different or to just make it your own?
Well, when you do franchising, you have to follow the brand standards.
Okay.
Right? There are certain rules and regulations. I'm not going to give out exactly what I can and cannot do.
Absolutely.
But there are rules and regulations to all brands, right? Like when you own your own business, you do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
And many people may say, "Well, why do you like franchising?" I've gotten that question.
Okay.
Why franchise? It's so many rules. It's so much red tape. But what people tend to forget, it's free business.
It is.
Because I don't have to do that much marketing.
You
The
don't.
only thing I have to do is follow Steak and Shake's rules and protocols.
Absolutely.
I'm a rule follower.
Absolutely.
Follow their rules, protocols, and policies and procedures.
Okay.
And the business will come because the sign outside is always going to say Steak and Shake. So I don't
Absolutely.
have to market as much. Right?
Absolutely.
But, as long as I'm following the protocol, serving the community like I'm doing, it's word of mouth that's going to get out there. Right?
Absolutely.
Your best advertisement is word of mouth. I don't care how much technology is advancing because it's still going.
Yes, it is.
Word of mouth will always be the best marketing.
Okay.
And as long as my strategy is to follow the policies and procedures of Steak and Shake, that business is going to make its money.
It is.
And that's why I do franchises, because it already has an established business.
It is. It already is.
It's already established. I'm just going to follow the policies and procedures and treat every customer as if, hey, you're my family.
The way you want to be treated.
Right.
Absolutely.
And then the customers will come.
It will. Yeah. So, yes. How does it look in your establishment when it comes to micromanaging? Are you able to have people in place that you trust to carry out your instructions or your protocol without you being there?
That word, micromanaging.
Yes.
Sometimes we look at certain words and we instantly think
negative. Yeah. Negative condescension.
And this is where you and I may disagree.
Okay.
And that's okay. Because I'm going to still respect you, and I'm sure you're going to still respect me.
Absolutely.
And there ain't nothing you could probably do to make me disrespect you in this moment, right?
Absolutely.
I'm going to always micromanage.
Okay.
I just stepped on some toes. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because this is a business that I established.
Yes.
Right? Between me and God.
Absolutely.
And when I say I put my life savings into this,
yes,
I have rules and regulations that I must follow when it comes to Steak and Shake.
Yes.
My name is on that contract. All you have is your first and last name, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
They are entrusting you to hire the people.
Yes.
To ensure that their brand is held up to par.
Absolutely.
They do have the right to take it away. That is the risk you run with franchising too now.
Okay.
So I'm going to always micromanage. But do I have people in place to, if I turn my head, are they going to do what they need to do? Absolutely, because it comes with the training. Okay. It is my job to train them.
Absolutely.
Right? Do I feel comfortable going to sleep at night? Sure I do. Right? But do I still have my finger on them? Not to the point where they don't feel comfortable coming to work. Now, come on. Right?
And like they have to look over their shoulder because my boss is over my shoulder.
No, none of that. Okay. None of that. But as far as me having my hands somewhere, absolutely. Okay. I have to. It is my business. Right?
It is your business. Correct. So it is okay.
And that's in anything that we do. And that's what happens to a lot of businesses. We put we hire these people, we call ourselves training them, and then we take our hands off
Delegate the
it.
responsibilities.
And then when things go out and things come to our attention, well, you're not there.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying?
I understand.
You have to have your hands. I don't care if it's a franchise or whatever it is. You have to always have your hands. Like they say, he has his hands on you.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. You need to always have your hands on your business.
Okay.
Bottom line.
Absolutely.
Just like we have our hands on our house. You can't just leave the house, dust and all that's going to pile up, right?
Yes.
That's the same thing with a business.
Okay.
People get comfortable. They get to stealing, especially in restaurant business now.
Stealing, okay.
They get, they just think, okay, I could take this food. I'm just going to take this on home with me. Wait a minute. Hold up. You don't know how much went into this product.
Absolutely.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm always, like I said, I'm always be a micromanager. If you call micromanaging, having my hands all over it, I am the micromanager.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day,
it is your business.
It is me and God's business.
Yes. Don't leave God out.
God cannot bless what you don't put no work in.
Yes.
You're not I'm expecting God to continue to bless something that I'm not working in. Well, how much sense does that make? Yes. Sometimes our own prayers don't make sense.
Oh. Okay.
I just stepped on some toes. Right
You stepping on a lot of toes right now.
Yeah,
So
sometimes.
you are the micromanager.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because
Absolutely.
I can't afford for this to fail.
I know.
I cannot. And I'm very serious about
It's not going to
that.
fail.
So I have to have my hands all over it. I trust them.
Yes.
I believe in them.
Yes.
And I let them know that.
Yes.
And I'm not going to, I'm not that type of person.
Okay.
But I need to know everything that go out of here and everything that come in here.
Okay.
I don't care who you talking to, how you talking to. I need to know that type of stuff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I have some people come into I put some things in their ear. You let me know how they treated you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because you're running a tight ship.
Correct.
You're running a tight ship.
I'm serving the community.
You are.
And when you
That's the part I love about it.
And
You're
the thing
serving the
about this
community.
is, I'm a Lakeland lander. And nowadays, you don't find too many people that was born and raised from Lakeland.
Yes.
Right? That's something
Absolutely.
serious, right?
That is.
Because we've had so many new people come to town.
Yes.
So you're not finding too many people that was born and raised right here in Lakeland. I love Lakeland.
Yes.
I love my community.
I do
And
too.
so if I
Absolutely.
say that I truly love my community, I truly got to understand that the food in which I'm serving my community, that my community is paying for, I have to make sure that it's right. I have to make sure that they're treated right.
The service is right.
Correct.
And I think that's going to take you a long ways because, a lot of times when we're, when we are customers purchasing of any type of going to a restaurant, any type of fast food, the service is, because in today's society, I hear a lot of complaining about the service. The person that's employed does not care about the service. They don't care about their jobs. So it is very refreshing to hear how serious you are about customer service and about making sure that your business is up to standard and make sure that you are serving your community that's dear to your heart. I mean, I love that. Yeah. I love it.
I'm in my restaurant about 80 hours a week. I love it, right? I mean, eventually,
that's a lot, 80
as
hours.
time goes on,
Okay.
I'm sure I'll be at 50 hours a week.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, what I try to get people to understand, and I'm not trying to be too religious or spiritual.
Okay.
I prayed for this.
Absolutely.
I fasted for
Ooh.
this. So
you're gonna make me get up.
I prayed for this.
Yes, ain't it good?
It
Isn't
took me
he good?
5 from the first time I started in franchising to now. It's been 5. I prayed for 5 years
Ooh.
to allow God to give me a second chance.
My Lord Jesus.
So if anybody thinks that I'm going to allow
My
somebody
Lord Jesus.
else
Oh my
to
God.
do something other than excellence, you got another thing.
Today's episode is sponsored by Mumbo Spice, the bold and flavorful seafood spice line that's taking kitchens by storm. Whether you're craving that perfect garlic butter drizzle or a spicy Cajun kick or a classic seafood boil, Mumbo Spice have you covered. It's an all-natural, no preservatives, and packed with flavor. It's time to turn your meals into a masterpiece. Visit mumbospice.com to shop now and spice up your plate. To all of my everyday people, to entrepreneurs, listen, did you just hear this young lady? Miss Alisson Lewis said that she prayed and fasted for 5 years.
5 years. And I'm going to tell you a quick story.
Okay.
I don't mention, if it's not a positive, I will not mention their name.
Okay.
But if it's not positive, I'm not gonna mention there. I had someone when I was owning my first business.
Okay.
It was a lot to go around in it. First, I was gonna own it here in Lakeland, but it ended up being in Georgia. And the individual posted to say, "Oh, y'all, that's fake. She didn't own that.
Ooh.
Y'all, she didn't own that. That's fake." Jealousy is real.
It is.
Jealousy is a sickness.
Yes, it is.
Be careful with
Yes.
that.
Yes.
I dealt with that. I dealt with somebody trying to kill my character, to say, "Oh, y'all, that's fake.
Yeah.
It wasn't real." But the crazy part about it is, the company in which I was franchising with never came out and said it was fake. But the community right here in Lakeland believed what they wanted to believe.
Wow.
So I dealt with all of that.
Yeah. But don't worry about it.
Right?
'Cause
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. But I'm telling all the entrepreneurs out there,
Yes, ma'am.
regardless of what God said,
Ooh.
Right?
Jesus, have mercy.
though they slay me, yet I still trust him.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? We have to truly believe in the word of God.
Yes. Absolutely.
Right?
We have to believe and have faith.
You have to believe. You have to believe
Absolutely.
in the word of God. You have to believe that the words that are spoken over your life, what the word says. I go by the word. I don't go by what the preacher say.
Oh my.
I go by the word, whatever the word say. I don't go by what the sermon that the preacher got up there and spoke, right?
Okay, you go by the word.
I go by the word.
Absolutely. And whatever God speaks over your life, the visions that he imprints in your heart,
Absolutely.
those are what shall come to pass.
Absolutely. You put the work in, it will come
Absolutely.
to pass, ma'am.
Absolutely. I love this story. This is such a great story.
Yeah.
So this is really, really good. So let's go back to this because I love this part.
Yeah.
You fast and prayed for 5 years.
Yeah.
So I want to say to my entrepreneurs, my everyday people, to entrepreneurs, that if you find yourself in a place that something's not working out in 1 year, 2 years, keep being consistent. Keep showing up. Keep becoming better.
Right.
Because if you fast and prayed for 5 years, you never gave up.
Right. Well, like the book of Job. That's what Job taught. Job lost it all.
Lost it all.
That's what we follow. Going back to the word again.
We continue. We always will go back to the word.
Gotta go back to the word.
Gotta go back to the word.
Job went through it. Why couldn't I? What makes me better than
Job?
And if I say that I'm a child of God.
Yes.
Let's
In his
follow the
perfect
word.
timing.
Absolutely.
In his perfect timing.
Things come when they should and don't when they shouldn't.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Things come when they
Because
should
a lot of
and don't when they
times
shouldn't.
we are asking for an increase, but
Right.
we're not prepared for the increase.
No.
So now I'm gonna step on a few toes right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Sometimes you could be praying and asking God for an increase that can be the destruction of you because you're not prepared to handle the increase. So sometimes we have to be careful with what we ask for and what we pray for because we're not ready.
Right.
And that's just the truth.
That's just the truth.
Yeah, you have to
is
be
true.
ready. So what he does is in the journey, he'll cultivate you to be what you need to be so that you can, once you do receive the blessing, that you can obtain it. And then listen, not only can you obtain it, you can walk in it and then you can share it with others. You can reach your hand out and pull somebody up, or you can give a word that says, this is what I've done. This is what you should do. Just based off what you've experienced.
Right. A lot of times, and I go back to saying, it could be, like you said, to be the destruction of us. Let's talk about it. Mishandling funds.
Let's talk about it.
Sometimes you don't have that business contract because you don't trust yourself with money.
Yeah. And you're not good with money.
You're not good with money.
You're not
So
good with money. Let's talk about it.
You're being shielded from jail. That's what God is shielding
Absolutely.
you from jail.
Or bankruptcy.
Right, or whatever it is you got going on.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? God is shielding you from all of that.
Yeah.
So you just never know, right?
You never know.
But one thing for certain and two things for sure. When you lay down with yourself at night,
Yes, ma'am.
at 11:59 p.m., I don't care how much you deny. I don't care how much you admit, how much you deny, admit it, however it goes. When you lay down with yourself at night,
Yes.
when that clock hit a new day,
Yes.
you know what you need to work on.
Yes.
You're not crazy.
You know what you need to
You
do.
know what you need to work on.
Yes.
So work on it.
Absolutely.
Anybody can say anything out their mouth in front of people or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day,
Yes.
When you sit with you, heck, you don't even have to lay down. You could be sitting up wherever, washing
Absolutely.
dishes, whatever. When you get with you.
Yes. Michael Jackson said, start with the man in the mirror.
Right. When you look at the person in the mirror, you know what you need to work on.
You do.
So work on it.
I know, because you know what? You're so absolutely correct. Because sometimes I sit in my home and there were some things I was wanting at certain periods of my life. And fast forward to now, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad God didn't give it to me. I was not ready.
Right.
There's no way I was ready.
Yeah.
Because now I see how much I've learned, how much better I've become, how much knowledge I've obtained, how much better I am as a person. Just not even education wise or knowledge wise, but patience, peace, those fruits of the spirit, long suffering. I'm so much better now than I was before.
Right.
And I look back and I'm like, oh God, I'm so glad he didn't give it to me then, because now I'm ready.
Right.
I'm ready for that thing, whatever that is, you know?
Right.
So you're so correct.
Right. Don't give up in the waiting. You know, it goes back
5 years.
slow and steady wins the race.
Ooh, slow and steady wins the race.
Because in the slowness, there's your lesson.
So to my everyday people, to entrepreneurs, if you had, I know you just, you're dropping a lot of nuggets, right? But I'm trying to pull one more out of you.
Sure.
If I had a young lady or a young man and they are, they're indecisive, they don't know what to do at this moment, and maybe they are considering owning a franchise, what would be one word of advice you would give them?
Save your money, and one day your money will save you. Save your money.
Okay.
Find out which franchise you want to go into, right?
Yes.
Find that out first. Then go from there. Now, I'll tell you this secret.
Okay.
I don't care. I mean, Steak and Shake, to become a Steak and Shake, it's all over. Did you see when you came to my store, it sits on the table like the American Dream or something like that. You probably didn't pay attention to it. It's okay.
Okay.
But I don't know if you looked on social media, saw it on social media, like own a Steak and Shake for $10,000 or whatever.
Okay.
That is true.
That's true?
Yeah. It's really true.
Wow.
It's really, really true.
It's really
really true. And it's really rewarding. You paid $10,000, and I'll tell you, I got started, and I don't know who wants to own a burger joint, but and aside from saving your money, but you pay your $10,000. It is, I'm telling you, it's the truth. It's what they advertise. They're not doing false advertisement at all.
Okay.
You say you pay your $10,000. You do sweat equity, like it's like a trial. Like they have to see that you can do it, you can manage it.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
And then y'all.
How long is that trial period?
No, let's see, 6 months.
Okay,
That's
not
why
bad.
I say save your money, because you're going to really, you got 5 weeks of training.
Okay.
About 6 months. It's going to be 6 months till you get your, y'all actually start splitting the profits. So basically you and Steak and Shake are in business together. You a franchise, you're their franchise partner, owner, however you want to put it.
Okay.
Right? Y'all are in business together. You're
Okay.
in business with a multi-million-dollar company.
Absolutely.
Because they have watched you work for 6 months to entrust you to be their partner, unlike other franchises where you pay all this money up front, like the franchise I was a part of, paid all that money up front, and in the end it's like, wow, this is not a good company.
Wow.
You follow what I'm saying?
I follow
Steak
you.
and Shake is they're training you.
Okay.
You pay your $10,000, they train you.
Okay.
You go through 6 months with somebody holding your hand and walking you through. So you can be successful.
Yes.
Right?
It sounds like a great company.
It is. It
Sounds
really
like a
is.
great
It's
company.
no what they call it, false advertisement. It is what it is. You pay your $10,000. You go through your 5 weeks of training, 6 months of someone holding your hand. Then at the end, you can make as much money as you want to. Y'all split the profits at the end, and that's it.
That's it.
And you can make a good living, just like with Chick-fil-A owners.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
They make them call themselves operators. they're still, to me, they're owners.
Okay.
And they basically do the same thing. You're splitting them profits.
Okay.
That's all. I don't care what you go into. Even if you're a McDonald's franchisee, you splitting them profits somewhere. When you paying them royalty fees and all that, you're splitting profits somewhere. I don't care how it goes.
I'm the owner of Mumbo Spice.
Right.
I have to purchase my products. So then from after I purchase my products, pay for my labels and my packaging, then I sell my product to a retail hotel store or a customer. They're still splitting profits because I have to invest in an amount to produce the product. And then I sell it. So I'm splitting it profits with someone.
Absolutely.
You're not going to get 100% of the profit, because you have to pay it out somewhere else to have a product.
Correct.
So it's the same thing.
Thank you for putting it that way.
Oh, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. So for any young person who is looking, oh my goodness, I'm giving Steak and Shake free advertisement. Oh well.
It's okay.
If you want to own a Steak and Shake, become a Steak and Shake franchise partner.
Yes.
I like the word partner better than owner. Because
You do?
I do. You know why? Because I feel like I'm in a partnership with someone.
Yes. Okay.
You make more.
That make you feel confident.
Right. I mean, what they say, you can win more with 1,000 than you can with 2, or however
Yes,
that saying goes.
absolutely.
But I like being a partner, the franchise partner designate, the
Yes.
franchise partner.
Yes.
I like that because I always have somebody that I can, not just saying I just always need someone to lean on, but I have a partner that I can
Entrust.
Right.
Yeah, and you have the same goal.
Right, exactly.
And so when you have the same goal, you're both of you are going to do what is necessary to do to be successful.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do it all by yourself.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Correct.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that too. I would love that too.
I like that.
Yeah.
So to any young entrepreneur, regardless of, but I just told you how to get into the Steak and Shake business.
We appreciate it. We appreciate you telling the viewers. So if they need, if they have any questions, they were interested, they would know. So I really appreciate it.
They're advertising it. I see it sometimes on Instagram or Facebook. Have you seen the advertisement?
I have not seen it. This is the first. I never knew it.
Oh, really?
I never knew.
But
you'll be amazed at how something can be so obvious and some people just don't know. Yeah,
but I'm telling you, it's not a fake. It's not a fake or a fluke. I'm dead serious. It is what they're advertising.
But if we don't have you, Miss Alisson, to let us know,
right?
We wouldn't know. I mean, for me, I didn't know.
Right.
And I am a business owner of multiple businesses, and still I didn't know. So
well, now you know.
Listen, we really appreciate you giving us all of these great nuggets and all of this great advice here on this podcast. This is very informative and very helpful. I'm sure someone's going to learn something they did not know after they watched this episode.
Yeah, and get with some mentors. Find yourself a mentor.
Oh, mentor. There's that word again.
Hang around people that are going where you're going. My aunt, I'm going to leave this. My aunt, I was in college. My aunt was in the military. And I don't know, I was probably being my crazy young self.
Yes.
And my aunt said, Alisson, when I was in the military, when I went into the military, she said when I was she retired E8, I believe. It was an E7 or E8. She retired. She spent like 20 years in the Army.
Long time.
But anyways, she told me, and at this time, when she told me this, she had already retired. Okay. But anyways, she said, Alisson, or did she call me Al? She probably called me Al. My nickname is Al. Okay. She said, Al, when I was in the military, she said, and I was an E4. She said, Alisson, I didn't hang around other E4s. I hung around E5s, E6, because another E4 can't tell me how to get to an E5.
They cannot.
She said, when I became an E5, I hung around E6, E7s.
Exactly.
When I became an E6, I hung around E7s, E8s, so on and so forth.
Yes. So
my encouragement to those who are dreaming to own a business or whatever business it is that you're trying, don't go hang around. I'm not saying don't, y'all can't be friends anymore. Yes. But what I'm saying is change your circle up.
Absolutely.
Find somebody who owns whatever you want to own.
Yes.
Find somebody, if you want to become a lawyer, don't sit, and you're in law school, don't sit up in the library with your other law school colleagues.
Associates.
Go find a lawyer to be around.
Absolutely.
To learn the law.
To
because
learn
the
it.
only thing you're going to learn there is the theory of law. It's not going to teach you the practice of law.
Absolutely.
You follow what I'm saying?
I
If you want to
understand.
be a beautician, don't go hang around the girl that's doing hair out of a house. Go
Out
find
of
you
her
a professional. I'm just saying.
Yes. You
Find
have to
somebody who is doing what you want to do.
what
that
you
is doing
want to do, not what you're doing, but what you want to do.
Correct.
Absolutely, because if you're ascending, how are you going to ascend if you don't know how
Right.
and know what to do? So if
Right.
you are in the presence of someone who's already doing what you want, they will be considered a mentor and they can help you
Right. And I
navigate
mean,
through.
I'm not saying everybody's going to be willy-nilly open arms to help you, because that's not true.
Absolutely.
But there is somebody out there.
Yeah.
You can't make me believe. Now, you're not gonna make me believe that everybody's going to help you, but you're also not gonna make me believe that there is nobody in whatever field that you're trying to go into.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to help you.
That is not- that's not-
true.
it's
That's
definitely not true.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true. Go.
Because you know what, to be honest with you, I don't know, it's so crazy that it's almost like a magnet.
Right.
When you are doing something, I've learned this. This is another thing I've learned. Because before I launched my entire spice line,
Yeah.
I used to think, oh my God, I'm doing this. I was selling seafood trays out of my home. And I'm like, well, I see all these people, they're not supporting me. Some of my friends and family would support me, but you kind of have an expectation of more people to support you that obviously don't
Right.
for whatever reason. But what I realized is that it has nothing to do with the people not supporting you. It has to do with, what are you doing? Do you have what they need?
Mm-hmm.
Or people know what success looks like.
Mm-hmm.
They know when you're disciplining yourself, you're sacrificing. They know that. And it's crazy how that becomes a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
People that you don't even know will come and say, oh, I see this young lady from a distance. She's trying, she's doing something. Let me help. Let me reach. Let me give her some advice. Mm-hmm. Let me connect her with a resource
Correct.
that she may need. I may not be in her field or her environment, but I know someone who's doing what she's doing that
Right.
can help her ascend to do better,
Correct.
to do more than what she's doing.
Correct.
It's a magnet.
Yeah.
People know what it looks like.
Right.
They do.
Yeah.
They know what it looks like. I realize that people know what it looks like.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, some people that don't support you, it's not that they don't like you or whatever. It's simply because some of them be in what I call an awe shock.
Okay.
Like, oh man, she did it. They be in a shock. And
Absolutely.
it's not that they don't like you, it's not that they don't love you. It's not that, I'm going through that right now. I had to check myself this morning. I'm like, wow, that family member didn't come support me. Oh wow, it's simply because they're in an awe shock.
Yeah.
Like, oh man,
She did it.
she did it.
Oh
Like, do
my
I
God.
say this or do I do this or do I, they be in awe shock.
Yeah.
But in all reality, you are inspiring them.
Oh, you
You
know
are
what?
inspiring them.
Oh my God.
They just in that awe shock, like, wow,
That is the truth.
I grew up with this person, or I sat in class with this person. I had a colleague reach out to me and said, I used to sit, we was in the same college class together at Howard, and they said, you used to sit over there, Alisson, and you just said whatever came to your mind, and I did. I used to just say it. And they told me, everybody in the class used to look at you like, oh Lord, here she go. But we were always inspired by you, because
Absolutely.
you always was the one that was never afraid.
Never afraid.
Never afraid
Fearless.
to stand out on that island alone. Yes. Even if you had to stand alone.
Yeah.
You stood there. And look at you now.
Wow.
And just know that you are inspiring me from a distance.
Yes, ma'am.
So you never know who's watching.
You never know who's
You
watching.
never
Oh,
know.
that is so
You
true.
never know who's watching.
So true.
And that's why, listen, just try to do what is right, like you said. Do what's right.
Absolutely.
Because you never know. You never know who you are inspiring.
Absolutely.
Don't give up, man. don't give up because you never know. You don't know what you can do. You don't know what you're doing for people.
You don't.
You don't. Like I didn't know that person still had my phone number. I didn't. And they called me out of the blue.
You inspiring her.
Right. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. That's
and
why
I think
you keep on living.
that is the whole goal. God ascends us so that we can be inspiring to others.
Right.
And we are thinking it literally never has anything to do with us. We think so at times, but it really never has anything to do with us. God uses us,
right?
Yeah, to inspire people. They do. He does.
Right. And in reality, I wanted this franchise. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Oh my Lord.
This is not for me. This is for a little girl by the name of London Lewis. My niece.
Your niece.
Who I love so much.
My Lord. Jesus.
She'll never have to struggle.
Jesus.
This is not for me. Our life is never our own.
It is never our own.
It's for that little girl.
Oh, my Lord. All right, now you're going to get me to crying on my podcast. Yeah.
Because it says it take a legacy, it take a village to raise a child.
Absolutely.
She'll never have to struggle.
Never.
And even after my death, when I close my eyes, that little girl will never have to struggle because God has blessed her aunt in a way to ensure that she's okay.
That she's okay.
She'll be able to walk into rooms, just like them others walk into rooms and said, my aunt and God did this.
Oh, my Lord. That is such an awesome story.
And it's not,
it's
and
I'm
not saying that to brag. I'm not saying that she won't have her own personal struggles. I'm not saying that she won't have to pray to God for whatever it is that she's going to be praying to God for. I don't know. I don't know what she'll be praying to God for. Right? I can't guess that in the future.
Absolutely.
But one thing I know.
Yes.
That little girl would never have to do.
Worry about
she always had them resources.
She would always have the resources. That's half the battle.
That's half the battle, man.
That's half the battle.
That's half the battle.
I could tell you have such a big heart.
Yeah.
Such a caring individual.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. And I think it's evident based off what you have accomplished at 32.
Yeah.
It takes that to be where you are.
And I'm going to share something with you. My mom, oh my gosh, that lady, she keeps me saying, Jaquita by Charles Lewis.
Yes, ma'am.
That lady there, she always said, be good to yourself.
My Lord.
Be good to yourself. Because when you're good to yourself, you can be good to others.
Yes, ma'am.
It's never about you.
Never about us.
Whatever you have, make sure you try to help somebody.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it.
And
you don't have to talk about it. Nobody cares about who you've helped.
Yes. And especially when you're doing it from your heart, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just matters that you do it.
Yeah.
That you help someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just help people and move on.
That's one thing. I was in a restaurant today, purchasing a sandwich, and I was telling someone, someone inquired about my mumbo spice, and she said, I've been watching you on social media. You're doing so well. I said, thank you. And she said, I pray that your business is blessed and that you are very successful. I said, but the best part about that is that once my business reaches certain status financially, I'm going to help so many more people.
Right.
Because it's never about ourselves.
No, because it's the next generation. We're not going to be here forever.
Yeah,
we're not going to be here forever.
No, we're not.
Help the next.
Yes.
Help the next and move on. And some people gonna mistreat you.
Yes.
Okay, let that rub
it
off.
Comes with the territory.
Right?
Yes.
The simple response is this: I hope you heal.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it. That's a simple.
Absolutely.
I hope you heal. So to all those entrepreneurs out there, always dream big, save your money, and go for it.
Absolutely.
And if it don't work out the first time, try it again. Don't work out the second time, try it again. You ain't going nowhere, so you might as well keep trying.
Absolutely.
There it is. And remember, everything gets more better with time. And with time, it all gets more better.
Okay. Well, we're going to end it with that.
Yeah, how about
Thank
that?
you. Thank you for being our guest on Everyday People to Entrepreneurs. We appreciate it. We appreciate
Absolutely.
all the nuggets. And we hope to see you again here on this
Absolutely.
podcast.
Absolutely.
To check back in and see what you've done and maybe a couple of years from now.
Okay.
So that you could continue to inspire our viewers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
Yes, ma'am. Same to you.
This conversation has been such a powerful reminder that no dream is too big and no age is too young to start building your empire. To our guests, thank you for showing us that ownership is possible with persistence, faith, and hard work. And to everyone listening, remember, every success story starts with a decision to believe in yourself. If you enjoyed today's episode, share it with someone who needs that extra push to take their step. I'm Hope, and this is Everyday People to Entrepreneurs, where we keep turning everyday stories into extraordinary success. See you later.